Tim from the Drumming Chronicles. We're here in lessons today, and one of my students, who shall remain nameless, put a bass drum beater through the drum head. So check this out. So here's what we got going on. We made a patch, and it's been holding pretty strong. So this is kind of a tip for you guys. If you ever break a drum head at a gig, always have some gaff or some duct tape, or whatever you want to call it, and do a nice patch on it. I just did a little crisscross, and this thing is holding well. So for right now, we got a new drum head, and we're gonna change it out. So step one, take off the drum head. Taking it off, you can just kind of take it off. You don't have to worry too much about the tension, because it shouldn't be under that high a tension, but I still kind of do a star pattern just for fun. Okay, so you can stop it. Once you have the drum head off, don't throw it out. Keep it handy, because you really never know when you're gonna need a spare. On the road, at a gig, at your house, and bass drum heads, kick drum heads, are about 40 bucks, 50 bucks, and it's just a lot of plastic and a lot of metal. So keep it around. Put it under your bed, or in your car, or whatever. Okay, so next step, we got the hoop off. Now you want to kind of go around and inspect the rim and just kind of feel for any problems or breaks. This is like a couple years old. It's very new. What are we working with? Pearl Vision. I don't know what kind of wood this is, but it looks like poplar or a combination, but don't quote me on that. But they're really nice. They're really well put together. I noticed that the claws have rubber built into them, so that's very cool. So keep all your hardware in one place. Inspect the inside of the drum. We just have this nasty pillow in here, which is good, and there's no hole in this, so that's pretty interesting. If there's any debris, like me and my student found a drumstick in here, and we took it out. Okay, so now we're gonna get ready to put the drum head on. When you take the head off, just keep in mind where the bottom is and where the top is. On this drum, you have tom mounts, so you know that this is the top and you know that this is the bottom, but on some that you don't, you might want to mark it, or just know that your left is where the bottom is. You can think about a clock. If noon is here, 6 o'clock is here, 9 o'clock is here. So our pedal is at 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock's our bottom, the way I'm looking at it. That's the head. This drum head that we're replacing is, I think it's a very thick single ply, and it's got this weird donut on it. But if you'll see, he just went right through, and it looks like it's just one ply. So this one, let's take it out of the box. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, so this one, more marketing stuff on the side, blah, blah, blah. All right, so this is the EMAD heavyweight. So it's a double ply. And what's really cool about it is that it's got this dampening ring in here. And if I remember correctly, you can swap it out. You can make it even bigger. So this looks like an 1.5 inches, and this looks like an inch ring. I like the inch ring, but we'll keep this. And we'll put our old drum head in this box when we're done. Keep all that stuff together. Okay, so now we got the head on, and we're oriented in the right position. Okay, we'll just double check. So now just put your hoop on. Okay, now this is what I'm talking about. So some of your hoops have this little plate. You can see, you want that on the bottom. That's where your pedal goes. Okay, so we look like we're lined up. Cool. So now find your claws. Put your claws on. Yeah, go ahead, dude. Yep, and just finger tighten. Here, I can hold it. Yeah, so just finger tighten that. Yeah, and just get them, we're just getting them snug. we're just kind of snugging it up. Snug, snug, snug. Snug as a bug in a rug. So now we're just kind of getting it finger tight. Oh, that's all right. So we'll pick that up. And one thing, just make sure that they're going straight up and down, guys. Let gravity do the work. You got one more?
There's a few more that
we need one more. You got one hiding? You have an extra?
Well, oh.
Oh, good eye. Okay, cool. Great. Okay, so this one. So now, we're just gonna go around lightly, and let's kind of get them all finger tight. And as we go around, but not like, don't crank on it. See that one? That's a little too loose. Just get them so they're tight. How about this one? That one's good.
More, I think.
No, all right. A little bit more. Okay, cool. So now I'm gonna give the camera back to you, and so now, so that's a pretty loose kick drum head. I'm just gonna go around like 2 revolutions. This is not rocket science. This is just kind of, actually that's more like 1 full, maybe 1.5. And I'm just kind of getting it loosely tight. Yeah. That's cool. Starting to sound like a bass drum. That's the great thing I love about these heads. They just thud, and I just love the really nice thuddy sound. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so that head's on there. Just give it a quick test. It's pretty close. It's pretty close. So now, the other thing I want to show you, what I highly, highly recommend, and this is what I got. The place that I teach at to get, symbol annoying, bass drum patch. Check these out, dude. So this is going to pretty much ensure that this is not going to happen again. I've used these patches all the time. I've also used the aquarium patches, which are good. I've also used, gosh, who else makes one? Oh, the old style Evans. Look at that. Oh, it's a 2-pack of a 2-pack. 4 patches total, so that's good. We have extras, but likely we won't need them because these are, I think these are made out of Kevlar or something. Let me see. No, nylon material. So it's not Kevlar, but it's something good. Okay, so now is the critical spot. Critical, this is one of the only times you really need to be accurate with this. You can't just slap this patch on and guess, because most bass drum pedals are not hitting in the middle. So we're gonna flip this over. Watch your feet. Watch your feet. And oh, you're okay. And we're gonna get this set up.
Do you need the kicker?
We need the kick. Yeah, let's get the pedal. All right. So pedal's going back on, and man. That already sounds good.
Do you want me to keep my foot on
Give
this?
it a kick, dude. Yeah. There you go. Don't hit that R though. That's why we broke it the first time. Okay. Just okay. Give it a second. Yeah. Oh, good point. So here's the thing, dude. It is off center. It actually shouldn't be that much off center. That's let me okay. Let me move this over so something is off. Okay, that looks a little more. Yeah. Okay, so it's still off center, but it's actually a bit high. This is a little bit high even for my taste, but since this is how this has been for a long time, you know what? Let's just see if we move it down. Is it still rolling?
Yeah, it's still rolling.
Okay, let's move it down just a hair, dude, and let's see if that's more like mine at home. Yeah, that's a little quicker. I'm gonna keep it like that. Okay, so now critical. Okay, critical. So let us patch it up. Right in the center. There we go. So we got our head changed. We got our head patched. This thing will never break ever again in the history of the world. So I highly recommend these drum heads. But Aquarian also makes a good one. They have bass drum patches too. Remo makes a good one. I like the Power Stroke 3. I like them all, so I don't really discriminate. I just, for some reason, I like this ring. That's really it. Hit the drums hard. That's how you change a bass drum head.